This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody, and welcome back to what is another video sat here on Sunday evening, the 21st of April. Thank you very much for taking the time to join me. It is very much appreciated. The next video, what we're going to do is we're going to keep going through reviewing the National Hunt season. It's coming to a close now. We have the Scottish Grand National here in the UK this past weekend. We've only really got the the Punchestown Festival to come over in Ireland. But before we get to there, we need to keep reviewing what's already happened. We did Cheltenham not so long ago, so now it's time before we take a look at the English Grand National, which was at Aintree, of course, and the runners we had at the Aintree Festival. We've had a couple of requests in the comments. Thank you very much for leaving your thoughts in the comment section of the video. It's always very much appreciated. Asking us to review the Aintree Festival. Of course, we're going to do that. But of course, first, we've got to take a look at what happened before that in the calendar, which is the Irish Grand National meeting at Fairyhouse over the Easter period. We've only got the 3 races to take a look at. We're going to take a look at one race on the Saturday, a race called the Total Enjoyment Mares Bumper, which takes place at Fairyhouse, obviously. That featured Flash Away from the family of Shishkin out of a dam called Voler La Vedette, a mare that managed to win first time out, future maybe novice hurdler, novice chaser in the mares division. She'll take her first step into pattern company here in this bumper race. Then we're going to stick with the mares and head forward today and take a look at the Grade 1 Honeysuckle Mares Novice Hurdle, which featured a horse which is rapidly becoming, in my eyes, a channel favourite. Fun, beautifully bred mare from the family of York Hill and the Listener. And she has been going through the grades quite nicely since taking a heavy fall in a race won by Birdie or Bust, who finished third at the Cheltenham Mares Festival in the Mares Bumper Beginners Race, Novice Hurdle, sorry. And since then, she's won a listed race at Exeter in the UK, and she's also won a Grade 3 race in Ireland. She was hoping to take the step up to Group 1 company in her stride in this race here. And then we're going to finish the look at the meeting by taking a look at a horse beaten by Fun on his last start, the relative to Fernie Hollow, New Azure West, who I think really has been more hype than substance since he set foot on the track. He bids to get his first pattern race novice hurdle victory here on this card as well. So before we do that, though, quick plug for the website, repcic racing 2020.great/site.net. Some very interesting horses on there. These were horses identified in 2020. So obviously any 2-year-olds going round then will be 6 now. National Hunt horses, 4 and 5-year-olds will be 9 and 10-year-olds. Some very nice horses on it. I still use the site all the time. What I've been using the site to do mainly at the moment is it's becoming an excellent source of future French-based National Hunt horses, because all the mares identified on this site and sites earlier than this are now producing foals, and their foals will soon start to go over obstacles in France. We've had one this year, Majdam, who was identified by on the old site, doublehandful.ml, which was hacked by the Chinese. The dam of that, Listen Mania, was actually identified on that site. But we've got others coming up, mainly racing in 2025, next season's 3-year-old crop. Hopefully, touch wood, if we're all still here, we'll be able to watch some of them go round. That's what I've been using the site for mainly. That's a brilliant site, though. I'm biased. Why not check it out yourselves? Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and play these 3 races. Hopefully, the advert for the bookmakers that Racing TV, who like to include, will have gone. I've had to use Racing TV for the first of the 3 replays because where my replays come from, I think it's based for an Australian audience. So a lot of the races, I first found out about the UK races there when I was looking at the Australian races. And all the English races, all the Irish races, all the French races were there as well. So it was rude not to use them, wasn't it? And it doesn't stop Racing TV still trying to claim our videos. But that's up to them, isn't it? We're reviewing this horse's performance Flash Away under fair use, so there shouldn't be any problems. But the first video is from the Racing TV website. The second two, definitely not from the Racing TV website. That won't stop them anyway, pretending that they are. So without further ado, I'm going to mute my microphone now, and I'm going to try and play these races for you, and then I'll be back at the end. Take care, everybody, and I'll speak to you soon.
That off. And the 7-runner Irish EBF Total Enjoyment mares listed winner's bumper. And the lead is Familiar Dreams, being followed by Magic McColgan. Flash Away on the outside, Penelope's Charm, being followed on settling down by Discussion. Barnahash Primrose to the inside of Disco Dancer. Coming under the finishing post for the first time in the last race. And still no winning favourite. It's Familiar Dreams up to the bend, leading 3 lengths. Magic McColgan disputing the third. Penelope's Charm and Flash Away. 2.5 lengths to Discussion, and then Barnahash Primrose. Last of all is Disco Dance. Heading uphill along the side of the track. 1.5 miles to go. Familiar Dreams, winner of her last 2 races. Leads Magic McColgan, the lightish colours on the inside. Of an improving Penelope's Charm, and then Flash Away in Discussion. The final couple are Barnahash Primrose and Disco Dance. Little changes in the order. Familiar Dreams and Owen O'Connor. They lead Magic McColgan, Patrick Mullins. In third place is Penelope's Charm and Owen O'Brien. Gap, 3 lengths of Flash Away, Jodie Townend. Disputing fourth with Discussion and Finney McGuire, and then Disco Dancer, Hattie Swan. Barnahash Primrose and Raymond Baden, who scored in an earlier winner. Turning at the 10 furlong point, Familiar Dreams, tracked by Magic McColgan, Penelope's Charm, and then Discussion, Flash Away. Just lost her pitch, now near to the bag. There's 2 behind Disco Dancer and Barnahash Primrose. Downhill they go to the halfway stage. The EBF Total Enjoyment mares winner's bumper over 2 miles. And the lead is Familiar Dreams from Magic McColgan, Penelope's Charm, then Discussion, Flash Away, Disco Dancer, Barnahash Primrose as they pass the halfway stage. Familiar Dreams enjoys a lead of an opening 2 legs over Magic McColgan. Then Penelope's Charm, Discussion, Flash Away. Barnahash Primrose relegates Disco Dancer to be last of the 7, with less than 7 to run. Familiar Dreams the leader. She's been from the outset. Magic McColgan second, then Penelope's Charm, Discussion, Flash Away, Barnahash Primrose. With the white face is one behind Disco Dancer. 6 furlongs to go. And it's Familiar Dreams, followed by Magic McColgan, Penelope's Charm, and then Discussion, Flash Away, Barnahash Primrose, Disco Dancer. 5.5 furlongs to run. Familiar Dreams continues to put in a good shift, followed by Magic McColgan, Penelope's Charm. Edging closer is Barnahash Primrose. Wide of them is Discussion, and then Disco Dancer and Flash Away is now being pushed along with less than 4 furlongs to go. Familiar Dreams turns for home, leading Magic McColgan, and then Discussion, Barnahash Primrose up on the inside of Penelope's Charm, and then Flash Away and Disco Dancer. Turning in. Familiar Dreams round the bend, 3.5 up on Magic McColgan, then Penelope's Charm, Barnahash Primrose the inside. Round the outer is Discussion. Straightening for the final 2.5 furlongs, and the Total Enjoyment, and it's Familiar Dreams from Magic McColgan. Penelope's Charm gets a reminder, then Discussion, Barnahash Primrose is next, and then Flash Away leaving behind Disco Dancer. It's Familiar Dreams from Magic McColgan, who's now been asked to try and bridge the gap. In third place, Penelope's Charm, then Flash Away, who's staying on ahead of Discussion. Familiar Dreams from Magic McColgan, who's trying very hard. Familiar Dreams is a tough nut to crack, and it's going to be all the way from Magic McColgan, Penelope's Charm, Discussion, and Flash Away. Familiar Dreams keeps the run going for Owen O'Connor and Anthony McCann. Second second is Magic McColgan, Penelope's Charm in third. White flag raised. And that off over 2.5 miles. And the Irish Stallion Farms EBF Honeysuckle Mares Novice Hurdle, Grade 1. Off the pace at the back in the red cap is Theatre Native. It's fun, fun, fun. And the runner over from the UK, Springtime Promise, who disputed on the run to the first of 10, being followed by Look to the West and Only by Night, followed by Bioluminescence. Out wide is Jatara and then Jade de Grugy. Over the first flight they go as they make the run into the straight the first time, and it's fun, fun, fun leading Springtime Promise. Moving into third place, Look to the West. Running the raid is Jade de Grugy and then Bioluminescence. Jatara on the outside of Only by Night, and then Spindleberry and Cuted Deza. Pagan and Therese, and they're followed on straightening up by Iris Emery. And then Friends and Pink in the Park, Judicious Elaine. And still at the back of the field, but not so far off them, is Theatre Native. Heading to flights 2 and 3 in the home straight, the leader is Fun, Fun, Fun from Springtime Promise. Jade de Grugy on the inside of Look to the West, and then Bioluminescence, followed by Jatara and Spindleberry. Only by Night as they make tracks to flight number 3, the flight that'll be the last one next time. Over in front by 2 lengths is Fun, Fun, Fun from Springtime Promise, disputing third. Look to the West, Jatara, Jade de Grugy and Bioluminescence, followed by Spindleberry and Only by Night, and Cuted Deza next, and then Pagan and Iris Emery as they make the bend to head uphill to the 2 flights past the stands, flights 4 and 5. And it's Fun, 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 Patrick Mullins in the lead from Springtime Promise and Conor Braith. Then Look to the West, Dad O'Keefe disputing third with Jade de Grugy and Paul Townend. Alongside is Bioluminescence, the man of Mark Walsh, and then Jatara and Jack Kennedy. On they go towards the 4th flight. And it's Fun, Fun, Fun leading Springtime Promise. Little has changed up front, and then comes Look to the West. On the inside, Jade de Grugy. With the leaders is Jatara, and then Bioluminescence and Spindleberry is next, followed by Only by Night as they jump that 5th flight, bringing them up towards the halfway stage in the Grade 1 Honeysuckle Mares Novice Hurdle. Fun, Fun, Fun leads Springtime Promise, who's closed up now to be within half a length to 3 parts, less than 2 lengths back to Jatara, sharing third with Look to the West. Then Jade de Grugy, Spindleberry and Bioluminescence in between mares, followed by Only by Night and Pagan next with Cuted Deza, and then Therese. As they race downhill, having just passed the halfway stage, another 5 flights left to jump, and it is Fun, 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 Springtime Promise still 1 and 2. Then Look to the West and Jatara. Bioluminescence is next with Spindleberry. They're tracked by Jade de Grugy, Only by Night and Pagan. Trying to pick up a bit of ground on the outside as a Petty 100. As the end of the final mile, another 4 flights to jump, and it's Fun, 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 retaining a lead of a couple of lengths over Springtime Promise. After the visitor is Jatara, and then Look to the West, and Jade de Grugy is next with Bioluminescence and Spindleberry edging into it on the outside, wide of the leaders of Petty 100, and then Therese and Only by Night next, with Cuted Deza and Pagan and Ping in the Park and Iris Emery and Judicious Elaine. Theatre Native's always been last as they return to the point at which they started. 6 furlongs to go. 3 flights to jump, struggling badly, labouring as Iris Emery drops off them at the back. It's Fun, Fun, Fun from Springtime Promise. Jatara still improving on the outside, mare with a white face of Penny 100. Then Look to the West, Jade de Grugy next with Only by Night and Spindleberry. Then Cuted Deza. Heading to the 3rd last flight with half a mile to go. Iris Emery's been pulled up. It's Fun, Fun, Fun. As of yet to be headed over that by 2 lengths to Jatara. Springtime Promise now ridden along to hold position. Closing steadily is Spindleberry on the outside. Then Look to the West and Only by Night and a Penny 100 and Jade de Grugy. Bioluminescence falls away. Then Ping at the Park, Theatre Native and Cuted Deza. Rounding the home turn with 2 flights left. Fun, Fun, Fun joined on the bend by Jatara. Spindleberry's making a move in the yellow and blue. A penny 100. Here's Jade de Grugy latching onto the heels of the leaders. Only by Nights come under pressure. Then Luck to the west. Coming down towards the second last. And Jatara takes Fun. Spindleberry and Jade de Grugy on the outside. Followed by Only by Night. The second last flight. In the air together. Jatara and Spindleberry. Followed by Jade de Grugy, who's trying to make a race of it in third place. And then Fun. Down to the final flight in the honeysuckle. And it's Spindleberry who leads Jatara and Jade de Grugy over the last. Spindleberry landing, running on the outside is Jade de Grugy, who's finishing best of all and driven out. It's Jade de Grugy getting on top from stable companion Spindleberry. Jatara in third as Jade de Grugy in the honeysuckle colours, one of the best mares of modern times, wins the Grade 1 for Paul Townend, Willie Mullins and Kenny Alexander. Lining up, and that off. Straight into the lead, Middersur West, short run of the first of 9, followed by Angostura, Kilbarry Saint, Tuncevator. On the outside is Western Diego, being followed by Sporting Glory, Attaboy Charlie and Facile Mode. On to the second flight. Middersur West and Mark Walsh build up an early lead of a good 4 lengths over Angostura. Jack Kennedy, Kilbarry Saint, Danny Gilligan third on the inside of Western Diego and Brian Hayes. 3 lengths to Tuncevator, Paul Townend, Paul Fine after his fall the previous race, and then Facile Mode, Danny Mullins. Attaboy Charlie, Keith Donoghue last but 1. Sporting Glory and Michael O'Sullivan bring up the rear in the check cab. Heading away to flights 3 and 4, it's Middersur West, followed by Angostura, Kilbarry Saint in third and fourth. Western Diego, who's followed by stable companion Tuncevator. The back 3 are Facile Mode, Attaboy Charlie and Sporting Glory. Over the third they go. Middersur West, followed by Angostura, joined for second by Western Diego in the hood, and then Kilbarry Saint. Tuncevator next, and then Facile Mode. On to the fourth, taking them up towards the top of the track and the final 1.25 miles. It's Middersur West, followed now in second place by Western Diego, who shifts on from Angostura. Then Kilbarry Saint and Tuncevator is fifth, and then Facile Mode. Alongside Facile Mode is Attaboy Charlie, and bringing up the rear, the 5 Sporting Glory. Right up at the top of the track, about to make the downhill run to the halfway stage. Another 5 flights left to jump. The Donoghue Marquise Novice Hurdle Grade 2. Middersur West leads Western Diego, Angostura, Kilbarry Saint, Tuncevator is next. And then Facile Mode, Attaboy Charlie, and last of all is Sporting Glory. Going towards the 5th flight, approximately the halfway stage, Middersur West with a reduced advantage of a couple of lengths over Western Diego. Then Kilbarry Saint just edging into third from Angostura. Continuing in 5th spot is Tuncevator, and then Facile Mode, Attaboy Charlie and Sporting Glory. Turning inside the 7 furlong point, 4 flights left to jump. And it's Middersur West and Western Diego. 3 cleared of Kilbarry Saint and Angostura, who are matching strides 3 and 4, and then Tuncevator, Facile Mode, Sporting Glory, Attaboy Charlie. 1 more flight to bring them for home, with 6 furlongs to go and 3 left to jump. Middersur West, who's made all of the running up to this point from Western Diego. The stable companions followed by Angostura, Kilbarry Saint, and then Tuncevator. Sporting Glory has picked off 2 at the back, Facile Mode and Attaboy Charlie. Heading for the 3rd last flight, with 4 furlongs of the race left, it's Middersur West, followed by Western Diego, Angostura. Wide of them is Tuncevator and then Kilbarry Saint. And Sporting Glory coming into it. Heading for the home turn, Middersur West, Western Diego. Kilbarry Saint on the inside. And then Angostura, looking poised on the outer is Tuncevator. Still gaining on the leaders is Sporting Glory, and then Facile Mode and Attaboy Charlie ridden along at the back as they turn in for the final 2 flights, the Donoghue Marquise Novice Hurdle. Tightening up. Western Diego joins the issue with stable companion Middlesbrough West. On the outside, here's Toon Savata, followed by Kilbarry Saint and Sporting Glory and Angostura. Facile Mode and Attaboy Charlie coming towards the second last. Spaced across the flight, Middlesbrough West, fractional leader. From Western Diego, Toon Savata now being wound up. And then Kilbarry Saint, Sporting Glory and Facile Mode. They've yet to get to the front running Middlesbrough West. Middlesbrough West into the last and over with the widening advantage from Western Diego. Kilbarry Saint running on, and then Sporting Glory, but it's Middlesbrough West restoring winning ways. Winners at every angle today for Willie Mullins. Kilbarry Saint second. Third on the inside was Western Diego, and then Sporting Glory and Toon Savata.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. 3 very interesting races there. I'm sure you will all agree, and we will take a look at them now. Firstly, the Total Enjoyment Mares flat race. I thought that was a disappointing run, really, from Flash Away. At no stage did I think she was going to win the race. She seemed to just want further, in my eyes, I think. She was also getting a fair bit of weight from some of them you see there. The winner carrying 11.11 was still good enough to beat Flash Away carrying 11.8. Although Flash Away herself did have £4 more than the third, Penelope's Charm. But to give Flash Away a mark of 111 in that race, I think was quite fair. I think she was well beaten on the day to the winner, Familiar Dreams, who ran to a mark of 124 when winning the race. By 5.5 lengths, the daughter of the former King George winner, Postponed. Flash Away, well, her first run, 117. A bit of a sideways step, really, in her first trip up to listed company. 6 less, theoretically, a mark of 111. So it remains to be seen, really. I think she's probably going to fall short over the 2-mile races of National Hunt Racing, which the dam was a 3-miler. She used to chase big bucks home in the Stayers Hurdle, you know. Let's see if a Flash Away has any entries. No entries at all for the horse. I mean, this for me would be one that I'd love to see in a 2.5-mile novice hurdle next season. I wouldn't really be queuing up to run her again this year in a National Hunt flat race. A bit like Argento Boy, the one we had beaten at Cheltenham. You know, just to prove to me in this race that he wasn't quick enough for the minimum National Hunt trip. So hopefully we'll see this mare over 2.5 miles on her hurdles debut at some point. And then I think we might see a totally different proposition. That's what I'm hoping anyway. The Grade 1 mares race, I thought it was a good performance from the horse that was third at the Cheltenham Festival, Jade de Grugy, to take out the Grade 1 in Ireland, running to a mark of 147. She looked to have plenty in hand of Spindleberry as they came to the last. Jatara, good solid Jessica Harrington family. People might remember the Chaser, Jet, from the same line as that. She ran well as well. But Hours, fun. I thought she had a lovely spin round, didn't she? It's fair to say. But when push comes to shove, as they came to the second last, she was brushed aside quite comfortably, I think. Finishing 6th position, running to a mark of 119. It's slightly misleading that a 6th cent last, not too bad against all them. So she was either 6th or 4th last, depending what way you want to look at it. Because she actually only did beat 3 home, with a lot of them pulled up. But to me, knowing the pedigree of fun like I do, related to horses like York Hill and the Listener, I mean, she could be a very decent mare's chaser, I think. It's fair to say. You know, she's done well over hurdles. She had that fall when she nearly threw the race away against Birdie or Bust, it's fair to say. And since then, she's done very little wrong. Listed win, Grade 3. I think they've sneaked that race up a bit. I'm not surprised after Favour and Fortune won yesterday. I think people might remember me at the time saying that race was rated a bit low. Since that race, Favour and Fortune has come out and finished 5th in the Supreme Novices Hurdle and won yesterday at Ayr. That race 136 when she beat Martin's Way in the Grade 3. And then 119. That's probably a fair rating, isn't it, for that performance? On the day, she was beaten 27 lengths. But it's always good to see these mares races work out. I mean, the Cheltenham Festival Mares Novice Hurdle this year, the second Brighter Days Ahead has won the Grade 1 at Aintree. Spoiler alert, we will look at that next time out. But the winner on that day has also won a listed race back at Cheltenham earlier on in the week, last week. And this horse, and also you saw the third there, Jade Grugy, taking out the Irish Grade 1. So that race at this particular stage seems to be working out quite well. You'll see there, they'll say maybe that Fun didn't really want 2 mile 4 furlong at this stage. I don't know about that. I mean, York Hill was a 2 mile 4 furlong. Listener was even further. But I do think she will make a fascinating mares chaser. It's fair to say. Next season, hopefully. Fun. Has she got any more entries this season? Yes. She's in the KPMG Champion Novice Hurdle, which she's a 10-to-1 shot. I wouldn't be averse to her running in that, really. Why not? Have another tilt at a Grade 1, as long as hopefully she will get round. Be nice to see her take part in that. The last one we looked at, the 345, we might see the same horse in this race, the next race again, possibly. This was a Grade 2. I wasn't sure whether it was a Grade 2 or a Grade 3 at the time. Mirrors West, 4.5 length winner over the Sant Train side. Kilbarry Saint, running to a mark of 132. But I don't know about that rating. That rating would be a long way off, I would think, the leading 2 mile novice hurdlers in this division now after Cheltenham and Aintree. They would surely be around there without going to look. The 148 mark. I think Ballyburn was in the 150s, wasn't he? From reviewing Cheltenham, we had 149, didn't we? 147 or something like that. Slade Steel when he beat Mystical Power. Mirrors West rated 132. Safe to say that he's fallen a little bit short of the top range over hurdles, it's fair to say. Run before this, it was still, however, 1 better than the 11 lengths he won by on the race I identified him in January. Rating of 132 to take out a Grade 2 novice hurdle. Either that rating is a bit too low or he would put in a good performance that day. Either way, he's now 3 wins from 5 starts, a good decent strike rate. And there you go. The KPMG Champion Novice Hurdle Grade 1, Mirrors West, a 9-2 shot on the 30th of April. But unlike Fun, he's also entered later on in the week in the Champion Novice Hurdle Grade 1, which is the 11-to-1 shot. I think Fun was definitely entered in the KPMG race on the 30th. So a couple of future entries there to end the video at Punchestown for Mirrors West. And fun to look forward to. But that's about it, really, for this video. Thank you very much to everybody for watching. There's only Aintree left to review now. Punchestown Festival, as you saw there, starts in around 9 days' time. So hopefully they will all go round very well there and we will review them at some point. But for now, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you very much to everybody for finding the time to watch the video and support the channel and learn about these horses. It's all very much appreciated. What I'll do at the end of the video is I'll leave a link to the playlist, the National Hunt Racing playlist, so everybody can watch that at their leisure as well. And I will also give everybody an opportunity to subscribe to the channel who's watched this video and have so far chosen not to subscribe. I mean, that's perfectly fine by me. Just pop by and use the channel at your convenience, in the same way I do, really. Do I subscribe to my own channel? Of course not. And I'm not even sure if you're allowed to do that. But I don't really need to subscribe to the channel because I'm in all the videos so far. So I don't think I'll miss any at this point. But for now, I'm going to leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your evening or night now here on Sunday. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic week ahead. And take care. Look after yourselves and goodbye.